Hey, my name's John Simler, and I'm the founder of Silver Owl Alchemy, which is a platform for alternative wellness practitioners to be part of a community that allows us to leverage each other's networks and experiences to build a community that can collaborate and support each other. The platform came out of, I have a coaching business that I've developed a curriculum for, and it comes out of my own experience. And when I started putting together the approach for the business and really thought, how do I go big picture? Um, for me, the financial aspect of it is part of empowering myself to really be able to do what I believe is my purpose, which is to help as many people as possible. And for my whole life to center around um, helping people make the breakthroughs that they need to live the lives that they want. And when I when I started looking at it, I did kind of a deep dive into how the digital economy works, and I realized that I really really enjoy sort of digging into that kind of stuff. And it also comes from, I had a construction business that it came out of this idea. I knew all these great craftsmen who were not doing a very good job of marketing themselves. And so they were these just incredible experts in things that at their level could be artistic and fulfilling, and they were building fences and doing whatever they had to do just to get by. And when I was thinking about the scalability of a coaching program, originally I had considered that because I wanted to build a community, and at first I, I felt like it would probably happen through building the community of people that were my clients. And as I started digging into this, it was like the picture of those two ideas, you know, that I consulted these guys for free and helped them to define and see kind of where they wanted to go and how to get there. And in the process, this community sprung up out of it. And I was able to utilize the people that I had helped to sell my own jobs and organize it. And it was very successful and very fulfilling. And I could feel that there's this opportunity here too. And in the same way, this kind of spirit of collaboration instead of a spirit of competition. I think, in particular, in the sort of alternative wellness community, most of us didn't get in it for the money. And the thing is, I think sometimes it's hard to ask for money. Sometimes it's hard to understand your value. And we end up struggling sometimes in unnecessary ways. So it's my hope, and it's my intention that I want to put my focus into this initially, letting my coaching program emerge out of the experience of building this community, because all of a sudden it wasn't me and what I'm limited to. It could be us and what we are together in potential, that we could get to know each other, learn each other's skills. Like in my coaching practice, I believe in psychedelics. I don't think trip sitting is my particular calling, and I've because I've been in these ceremonies, and it's a very special thing, and so I would want my clients to have access to that, and I know people that do that kind of thing, and so in this way we collaborate and refer each other. Long term, there's a lot of infrastructure to build into a multi-platform digital campaign. But the beauty of that is that everyone already has some network. There's somewhere where people are coming from, if they are in fact making money and doing it regularly, or even if they're giving it away. And so part of how the metrics work is that as viewership rises, opportunities rise. And the opportunities are not only on the platform, sort of this like digital creator platform where you've got to have, where to even get in the game, you've got to have 1,000 hours or 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time. And I can't remember what the other metric is right off the top of my head. But what if what we did is I came out and interviewed you. You interviewed me. We looked and created content that would be shared in both platforms. And what ends up happening is that by having a centralized place where everything runs through as well as whatever you're doing, so there would be no cost and no obligation. The idea would be that it's just a symbiotic win-win for us to create content that's part of the site, a secondary site that's just for the practitioners, for the background of being able to communicate with each other and say, okay, wow, this is what I just did this thing and it really worked. Because, and this is another thing, I believe that most of us in this field believe that helping others is helping ourselves, and that in this way, by sharing what's working and not working, there's all these opportunities for us to grow collectively. And ultimately, what made me feel so inspired is like, I really think that we're in a very, very special time on the planet where the potential for a giant shift in consciousness is just ripe. And that in this way, in whatever way that I can use what I've been gifted, and mine came through suffering. I am not going to lie to you one bit. This was not shiny or anything. I practice so that I can live. And it's beautiful, because what I've discovered through the depth of that drive is a whole lot of things that can be shared without the other person having to go through the difficulty that I did. And in this way, again, as we collectively are making opportunities for people to have shifts in consciousness and to reprogram their psyches into a more inner world friendly thought pattern, and all the different ways that we can support this transformation on the planet. I think we're in some critical times, but I do believe that we have the potential to shift. I mean, this is This can be a common experience at the individual level where intense suffering drives some kind of dramatic change. And, you know, the other side of it that I feel like is beautiful, because what I see with a lot of the people that I know that are in these practices and professions is that they have their own small communities usually around them, you know, people that they spend time with, but they seem to be, you know, it's like we're not all sort of collectively connected. And but I would love to see that come together. I would love to see events that we do that are just for the practitioners, you know, opportunities to get together and share meals and share yoga and meditation or psychedelics or whatever it is. An opportunity to make this very cohesive. Now, big picture, what I see from scalability is that as the network grows, as collaborations happen, what would a collaboration be? Collaboration could be somebody who does sound baths, somebody who does yoga, somebody who does breath work and a meditation practice could put together a package, a workshop for a day, or be part of a trip where people are going to go somewhere and do ayahuasca, but there's a lot of preparation on the front end, you know, where we might be doing sound baths and doing meditations and talking about diet and figuring out how to make that foundation for that experience to be as solid as possible. And then zooming even further out would be that if that could become something regular, I would probably find a way to raise the money to own a retreat site, or at least have good partnerships in different locations in the world. Because the beauty of the digital economy is I want to start this in Austin, but I ultimately want this to be something that once we really figure out what's happening, and this is a collaboration, I may be sort of serving as a central point, but this is about us collectively figuring out how to have the most impact in the world. And you know, the potential is only limited by our willingness to step in and join together to build a spirit of cooperation and to really harness our collective knowledge. We each have a lot of very special and unique individual gifts, but imagine the power of being able to harness our collective wisdom. So I hope this sounds exciting to you. I'm on the very beginning of it. I've started building the platforms out. And really, I'm on a super deep dive right now of how to do this successfully. But one of the common things that comes up in the things that I've been studying are that you just got to make some content. You just got to get out there and do things. It's in the experience that the solutions emerge. So thank you again for watching this video. And I really hope and look forward to getting to know you and for us to be a resource that's invaluable to each other. So thanks.